All right, hey, y'all,
Nope,
welcome.
that's not it.
Lord Jesus, bro. That's some
You
energy,
do
bro.
it.
Leave this in there.
Yeah,
Leave this in there,
like,
Josh.
yeah.
Leave all this in there. Leave all that in there. Leave all that in there.
Yo, what up, y'all? We
What
are
up?
back, and I'm happy to announce. Drum roll, please.
Yes, sir.
The Fish and Spaghetti Podcast.
Oh yeah,
Welcome.
bump. Yeah.
Yum,
here.
eat it up.
We are the Black Nashville Assembly, the Southern Movement Committee. We have an organization here in Tennessee that you can plug into. And this is our podcast, man. We're back. We took some time off.
Yes, sir.
You know.
Yes.
But the other great announcement that I have for us is that congratulations to all the members, all the families,
Oh my
all
goodness,
the parents.
Yes.
We have been selected to be the best political win of the year
Yes, sir.
in the Nashville scene.
Yes, sir. Putting the wins on the board.
Come
So-
on, shout out to our team.
It's a new
Yeah.
era.
Big year.
It's
Shout
a
out
new
to the
era.
team.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, good. I feel good. I feel really grateful. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We coming off of a win. Actually, shout out to Chuck Indigo, also known as Nick Drake, who also won Rapper of the Year with the Nashville scene. So shout out to him. Yeah,
more wins for the squad.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, I feel good. How about you, Jamil?
Man, I feel great, man. Big W's, you know what I'm saying? It's always good to put a championship on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And hanging championship banners. You know, we winners over here.
I love
Put the
that. I
banners
love
up.
that.
No,
Yes,
for sure.
Come on.
Dope. So we can jump into it, man. What y'all been seeing in the news?
Oh, I can go. So early voting started this week across the country. I think Georgia started on the 15th. Tennessee started yesterday or on the 16th. And so in Georgia, like 500,000 people already voted early, which is like
I
really
did see
huge.
that.
It's an increase from 2020. And so folks are talking about, you know, how smooth, for some folks it was smooth, but it's record numbers. And so that's exciting. I'm eager to see what comes about this election. It's like watching I'm like, last night I had to stop myself from like reading polls and being like, what's going on? What they said about this swing state? And so I think folks are moving with some anticipation, eagerness, but also planning, you know, doing some scenario planning. So that's my news.
That's real.
Yeah.
What's yours?
What I was gonna say is, what do you think people's temperature is on voting right now? Because there's been a lot of pressure being directed to voting. So what do you think like people's temperature is? Like, have you noticed anything?
I mean, like the spaces I've been at, especially like church spaces, spaces like that, folks are like, we got to get out and vote. This is like the most important election of our lifetime. That's what I've been hearing. I feel like I've probably been in probably a few conversations, panels about voting in the last month. I think I'm going to a school in West Tennessee on Monday to talk to some folks about voting. And so, yeah, I feel like folks are really eager to engage in this process. And then there's other folks, you know, who are engaged in organizing, who are talking about like, what is our work like beyond voting? What is our work post-election? You know, no matter who wins, like what is our strategy and how do we continue to build on the work that we've been doing? And so that's the conversation I've been having with folks, but also hearing folks being like, this is the most important election of our lifetime, which folks have been saying since 2016.
I feel like they say that every presidential election.
It's the most
No,
important vote
it
ever.
hasn't been every. It's been 2016. And then 2020, and now it's again. So that 16,
No, they were saying that in 2008
for real?
when
Barack
Barack's first
Obama?
term.
I don't remember it being the
What?
most
Oh,
important,
yeah.
but maybe,
Oh.
I don't know.
They've
Maybe,
been ever since I've been old enough to vote. I've been hearing that
Oh,
every
okay.
time.
Yeah.
so it's all on us. So that, everybody who turned 18 in 2008, every single election is the most important.
No, for real. Like I like that. It's one thing that Erica said. I think you were speaking somewhere. We was like, stop lying to these folks about voting. Stop lying to them. If you want them to vote, stop lying to them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was just saying be really honest about what we're voting for, how it impacts our lives. And again, that's a conversation I've been having, like how it's like federal spending connected to like what we see locally. That's the conversation I've been hoping to have with people. Then also naming that voting has to be connected to a larger strategy. And so that's what I've been inviting people into when I'm like, and also like, don't lie about what is the candidates. Be honest about folks' records, what they have and have not done, what they plan to do, so folks can make a true educated decision.
Yeah,
Let's
so-
be honest with our people.
So outside, like I think one thing that I've been paying attention to, and it for some reason I think this has come about during the presidential election, but it hasn't often. Is like this past homecoming, we had a great time at this past homecoming, but then there was an explosion of gun violence. We had like there was an incident on Jefferson Street where it was a bunch of folks. One person ended up dying, but it was like a bunch of shootings. And ever since then, and this is how gun violence works. Usually, when they grow exponentially, because it spreads like a disease. So after then, there has been several shootings in that area, especially around Jefferson Street. So it's like one thing that I just been keeping up with has been that, but also just this conversation around how we solve gun violence. I think at this point, there's a tremendous acknowledgement of what we have been doing does not work. And there's also been a tremendous acknowledgement from traditional areas of where we have invested in, which has been like law enforcement, jails, and that stuff does not work either. So I think like heart goes out to folks that have been affected by that. You know, they've been reaching out and stuff like that. But at the same time, I think gun violence is something we got to solve. The piece that I've been interested in is I think we cannot reduce gun violence to just like a social dynamic between folks.
Yeah.
Like we got to talk about gun violence fully,
Yeah.
right? And that has to include how easy it is to access guns. It has to include that.
Right.
You know, but I've been looking forward to like having that full, robust conversations around how we solve that problem, but then also how we actually stop it from happening now.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, I've definitely been praying and just been holding folks who've been impacted, especially by this weekend, in my heart, and really thinking about how urgent it is for us to really do the work that we committed to doing with the Office of Youth Safety, and then just be thinking about what other ways can we be a part of organizing and working with people to address what is a like collective and community problem. It's not just it's not an interpersonal problem.
Right.
And just naming that we have like that it is on local government, state government to really implement policies and programs that get to the root causes of gun violence.
Right. New ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what that was the thing in the news I was gonna bring up too. But I think it's, it just to add another perspective on it too. This is what I want to say. Man, bring back throwing hands. Why does conflict have to be fatal?
Yeah.
Like, not to say that I'm encouraging violence between, young folks, but I'm like, yo, come throw hands, bro. Bring that back. Bring back the bragging rights.
No, for
okay,
real.
take a L, take a dub. It is what it is. Move on. Like we was talking about this the other day when we was in the office.
Yeah.
And Jamel was like, yo, bring back the time where you could throw hands with each other and be friends right after.
Yeah, that'd be your best friend.
That'll later
that
be
story.
your best friend.
We lost that story.
We lost that piece of culture where like you can have a real conflict and actually be like, you know what, that's my homie though, for real.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, the people that you get into conflicts have a lot of more similarities with you than
No,
not.
really. And folks will tell you like, dang, the two people who were involved in a particular conflict, they were homies in class like 3 weeks ago, and then all of a sudden it escalated. And so I think about the work that we're doing and the other folks are doing about making sure young people have the tools and resources they need to engage in generative and healthy conflict.
Yeah.
Because conflict is going to happen. Folks going to be into it. Folks going to be like, I didn't like how that felt. And so how do we, like, wanting to make sure people have the emotional tools, the other types of tools they need to be able to make conflict generative and healthy so that it does not escalate into, like, gun violence or harm or even a fight. Like, sometimes we can talk it out. Or sometimes we be like, oh, I did not like how you did that. Let's handle that. And recognizing that young people, they're young, don't have brains are not fully developed, so we especially need to be making sure they got the tools and foster an environment for folks to engage in, young people to engage in healthy conflict.
No, for real, man. And the first part of a friendly fade is a friend. That's the first part of it. It's friendly.
Erica's trying to pull us away from this fighting contest.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe we don't have to fight.
But also,
it's okay not to fight.
No, it's okay not to
I'm
fight.
just saying,
we can talk it out. You know what I mean?
We can talk it out, but I think sometimes we can be real about. Sometimes things go past talking.
Yeah.
Right?
Especially with young folks.
Especially with young folks, especially if you don't have the tools that you're referring to.
And we want to make sure people get the tools.
But
Agreed.
if nothing else, can we make it? If nothing else, can we start to bring down the temperature on what the conflict escalates to? Like, I don't know if it's going to just go automatically from gun violence to everything is just cool.
But I guess what I'm seeing though is that like right now there's the access to guns is
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
We
folks
gotta
have
talk about that.
We have way too much
We gotta
access
talk
to
about that.
guns.
We gotta talk about that.
So that is
We
the
gotta talk about
reality.
that.
So what do we do in that reality? In
Yeah.
that reality, it actually cannot escalate. Like
Nah,
we need
that's
to be
real.
consistently de-escalating.
Right.
As we attempt to get all these guns off our streets, but it needs to be done because if it escalates online,
Yeah.
a gun,
spill-
you know
if
what I
it's
mean?
spill,
Like it just
yeah.
spills over. So
right.
we gotta be like de-escalation,
And then
de-escalation.
too with the fights now, it's like you get into a fight and it's like viral on the
Social
internet.
yeah,
embarrassment.
so it's
it
escalating.
is a
the
different
temperature is
context.
consistently turning up.
Yeah.
Because when you got, when you lost a fight, I lost a fight, third or fourth grade, lost it. It
That
wasn't
don't
on the
count.
internet. What I'm saying, it wasn't on the internet.
Fights in the fourth
But
grade don't count, my G.
Right, people still talk about it.
They still talking.
Y'all kind of shoved and tugged each other.
What did you do?
Hold on, come on with it. What you doing in the fourth grade, bro? What they still talking
Was I in
about?
the fourth grade? It was the third or fourth grade.
Little
yeah.
people, them people, they all so small.
But anyways,
I was throwing
12th
milk
grade,
cartons.
ninth
Right.
grade, 8th grade. Now everybody got a phone, so it's escalated.
Yeah,
you know,
you're
it's
right.
escalated, and you know,
You're right about that.
you already a little bit insecure as a young person. You haven't fully developed into like understanding who you are and really owning that, and so you like, dang, they talking about me. I got to get my get back. And so
Yeah.
I think that we need to think about be really, really moving towards restorative practices.
No,
For sure.
Conflict resolution,
Yeah.
restoration,
Yeah,
the circles where we can engage in healthy conversation to really prevent some conflict from even popping off.
Yeah, so we can set the context where faiths can be friendly again. I'm just playing.
No fades. No
I'm
fades.
just playing. Yeah. I think these folks live in a different context. And also, like, my other piece of news was gonna be, I think there's been, I don't know if y'all know, but like, social media has been on a downtick with users. Like,
Oh, for real?
as far as like people are going the opposite direction with social media. Like, they're coming off of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's one piece. I think more people are coming to realize that social media don't really help our mental state.
Yeah.
In that endless conflict, right? That endless consumption of conflict puts people in a violent state. So I think like there's also this recognition that this internet thing, this social media thing, that we need to kind of like
Yeah. I saw a
transform
lawsuit
our
against
relationship.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, for what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they said that the app is literally addictive and causing like mental health issues.
And they knew it.
Yeah.
They knew how many videos you needed to consume before you created an habit. They said it was 250
What?
videos.
Are you serious?
Once you consume 250 videos, you're hooked on it.
That's
and they
crazy.
knew it and they suppressed it. And they also knew that the guardrails that they use for it, like letting you know that you've looked at videos,
Yeah.
actually doesn't stop you from looking at videos. It makes you look at more. You just cut it off. Like it's not something.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
yeah,
like-
because what I used to do is I would have it where I could only be on social media for like, I don't know, 15 minutes, and I would just be, when it said you
You just started back
I would
over.
just start it
Yeah.
over. But the last few days I've been kind of like, I feel like social media is clouding my mind.
Yeah.
And I want to be really clear about what I think and what I feel.
Yeah.
And social media is not the place where I want to go for that. And so it'll be moments where I'm like, all right, I'm off social media for a minute, or I'm only going to do it on my work phone. So then I'm limited to what I can do on
What
it.
would be on your timeline?
Oh,
So
Erica's time I'll be crazy.
No, right now, okay, this is funny. It's kind of wild.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of wild. I'm living in a contradiction.
Okay.
But Michael Myers, it's his moment. It's his time.
Oh yeah.
So
It's the Michael Myers time.
it's this guy. He's like the dread-headed Michael Myers, and he just be posting videos in Michael Myers' outfit talking about life. Like it's so funny.
Wisdom from Michael Myers.
It's just be random. He's like, oh, when the girl don't text you back, I'm sad, and whatever. Just be
Yeah.
little goofy stuff like that. That's on my timeline, and then I was following the fashion girlies. But somehow the fashion girlies evolved into like the
That's
get
how it
married
work.
girlies.
That's how it
And I'm
work.
like, what is this?
The fashion, the marriage pipeline.
Why is this? That's not what I signed up for.
So if you're trying to get married with the fists on,
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Make
like,
some
trying to
content.
get advice about getting married. I'm like,
they
yeah.
gave it to you.
But that's not what I wanted. I
You
just
better
want
start
to
buying
see
some
the-
clothes.
That's not what I wanted. How did the makeup girlies go to like, yeah, this is how you find a husband? I was like, that's not what I'm on right now.
That's
so,
real.
Yeah, that's my timeline. Plus like church videos.
They husbands be black.
Ooh.
Some of them.
Touch the source spot,
Moving right
boy.
along. Moving right along.
Oh my God.
Okay, so what y'all been on lately? What's been going on the past week? I know we did the parade. Shout out to TSU
Yeah.
homecoming.
Yeah.
We was in the parade. Shout out to the young people in the
Yeah,
parade.
we had a lot of.
They
They
really
got up
took over.
early.
Early.
They got up early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you been up too.
I mean, after the parade's been great. The parade was great, especially having all the young folks there. I think the thing, because we was in the parade last year. This year, the young folks really got a lot of energy. The parade about 2 miles.
Yeah, yeah.
So they was ready to run the 2 miles.
They
They were so
Like,
excited.
hold on, y'all.
It's like slow down.
Slow down. So I think they had a good time. Some of our young people, I think they got to experience the parade, which was great.
Yeah.
They got to experience TSU homecoming on a different level. But that's what I've been on, just like still in homecoming feels.
Yeah,
'Cause
celebration.
when I go to homecoming, it's like, so my mom went a semester in homecoming, Tennessee A&I, and my sisters went to TSU. So when I'm at homecoming, I'm like seeing aunties, family, all kind of folks. So that's like, it's like kind of like a family feel.
Yeah.
So I'm still kind of riding that wave. And then a lot of folks saw us in the parade,
Yeah.
which was a good moment for folks.
I love that. What you been on?
I went plant shopping.
Oh,
Plant shopping.
This is big for Mike.
Yeah.
That's
this
good.
big.
What does that mean for you?
What?
Like, what is? Like,
Plant shopping?
he said this is big for
That's
Mike.
what it
so I'm
means?
like, why is it big for you?
Well, it's big for me because, here soon I'm about to start. People have been asking me to do this, so I'm going to start doing some fashion content. Maybe get married.
Yeah.
I think we found the key. I think we found the key to the black family, boy. Put them fits on. Put them fits on.
Yeah. I was looking for some plants for my little setup in the crib to start, like, I don't know. I've talked to, shout out to the homies Nat and Zan. I was talking to them when I was in New York, and they was just like, yo, you should do something. You should be a stylist. I was like, I don't know if I know how to be a stylist. I don't know how to, there's so many roles in that world that I don't really know how to do that stuff, and I'm not finna pretend like I do. But I don't know. I'm gonna just explore.
So I do think I'm down for you to style me. So
Erica been trying to get this boy. She been working on this.
I've been trying to get
She
Mike
been
to
working
style
on.
me for like 2 years.
Yes,
You
sir.
won't listen.
I do listen.
Okay.
Okay. You said by long pants.
And she has on long pants now. That is true. And she got on bell bottom. That's very fashion.
We cannot see Erica's ankles today. This is I like
Okay,
it.
so
I like what
listen,
you're doing.
Right? We building trust.
Yeah.
We building
Moving
trust.
at the speed of trust.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, yeah.
Now,
You rocking today.
next phase. Okay.
Yeah, you turned up.
All right.
Yeah.
You turned up on him.
What have I
bet.
been on?
You had a fire fit on yesterday too.
Yeah, what did I? Oh, yeah, for the presentation. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that we did
Thank
at the
you.
IMF.
Yeah, that was good. Shout out to IMF.
Interdenominational Ministry Fellowship.
Yes, I love
Thank you.
that.
Make that clear.
Yeah.
Make it, thank you. Actually,
Not the
yes.
monetary fund.
Yeah, no, not them. Not them.
Not the monetary fund.
We're talking to the church, okay?
Yeah, the black churches.
What's your update, Erica? What you got?
Actually, my update is I've been really grateful to be in conversation with a few like churches the last few
Praise the
weeks.
Lord.
So yeah, praise the Lord. I got to speak to the Women's Missionary Society a few weeks ago about like faith in action.
AME.
And then I spoke to MSWABO, which is like the minister spouses and wives. And kids of like in the AME church. So I got to speak to the 13th district, that group, about, again, it was about voting. And then we spoke at the IMF meeting. So I've been grateful to be kind of like going back to my roots and being in conversation with the black church around political action or
sure.
about like community organizing and movement, especially in this particular moment.
Yeah.
So that's my update. I've been excited about that. And then again, preparing for my birthday. I'm turning 35. I'm really, really excited
dog.
about
Happy birthday.
it. Yep.
Big dog.
Preparing. I'm gonna get a week off to just really be in my birthday spirit. Nobody talk about me. Nobody think about me. Because if you think about me, I can feel it. Okay, so don't even think about me unless you're praying for me, right? So I'm getting ready for a
Oh my
great.
God.
I can feel it because people be thinking like, "Ooh, I need this from Eric. I need Eric to do this work." Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Erica's not here.
Okay, okay.
She's not here.
unless you're praying for me. Yeah, that's
For
my
sure.
update.
I just
Praying
want
for you
to
to do some work for me.
with the with the amount of work Erica really has put in a lot of work with organizing the black church. I just want to say Richard Allen would be proud.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Richard
for
Allen
that.
would be proud. That's the founder of the AMEs. You know what I'm saying? Like Richard Allen would be proud.
Thank you
know
for
what I'm
saying that.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, so that's my update. That's what I've been on. I hope that we can have a really amazing Scorpio season. It starts in a few days. I know people can feel it just emerging.
I'm about to
right?
go
Y'all
home.
Feel it in the energy.
I got the orange on.
Right, you got
know
the
what I'm
orange
saying?
on.
I'm
You
about
already
to
know
go
what's
home.
up. So yeah, I'm getting ready for that.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that they hate when Scorpio season starts.
Why?
Why? Because they have to deal with themselves.
Oh, Lord.
Okay? I'm sorry to you.
Oh,
I'm gonna
my
say
God.
this.
Come on.
Scorpio season is like Michael Myers is the Little Mermaid. Like
What?
because you have to really go deep and confront every part of yourself. You gotta wrestle. It's some wrestling you gotta do.
Yeah.
And so when Scorpio season comes, people be like, dang, that's how y'all feel all year? Yes. I'm consistently wrestling with myself, okay? Constantly being like, how do I be the best version of myself? How do I really own my weaknesses, right? How do I take accountability? I came in here today like, how do we engage in collective accountability, right? And we did that, right? Move through it. That's so. If you don't like Scorpio season, then maybe you don't like yourself. Sorry to you. Okay.
Ooh. Erica just litigated that, y'all. She just showed that she's an attorney out here. You won.
Okay, so for anybody that don't know, we are active members in a black organization here in Nashville, Tennessee, in a political organization. And let's see, what
Okay.
updates we got this
That
week?
one.
We spoke with the.
I was like, where's he going?
Yeah. Erica's members of lot.
I'm talking about the AKAs. Please relax.
Oh, Lord. Oh, wow. Let me stand back.
we members of like IMF. I thought you was talking about
IMF,
that.
we are members of IMF.
Yep.
I'm just trying to think this was a lot this week.
Yeah, we did a lot.
this week.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
did the parade. We just did a lot, man. We've been, over the past couple of days, we've been phone banking, really trying to get
Oh
people
yeah,
to
y'all
the.
been doing a good job at that.
Yeah, we've been trying to get people to the People's Movement Assembly where we come together and make larger ideas. You know what I'm saying? And what's interesting, what I've been trying to talk to folks about, like, folks want to do something, right? But sometimes they don't want to be a part of the strategy. But for me, it's like, if you're gonna go do it, we need you to be a part of the strategy
Yeah.
because you're defining what you're gonna do.
Right, that's true. Yeah.
I don't want to just tell you what to do. I want you to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right. So we've been really,
understand it.
we've been really trying to get folks to the People's Movement Assembly, especially as we go into the budget season for next year, and because of the context that's happening with all of this gun violence, like we really need to have a community conversation on how we're going to solve some of these issues, but we need to collectivize what's going on. Like,
Right, yeah.
I can't think that this thing is going on. You think that this other thing is going on. We're not going. We gotta have somewhere where we can have that conversation and strategize and really work through that tension
And make a
that's
plan
there.
to take action,
No,
because
for
that's
real.
the third piece of the People Movement Assembly is like make a plan to take action.
Yeah.
And so grateful to be inviting folks into that.
Yeah.
It'll be like a PMA hosted by the Black National Assembly and the Youth Assembly,
Right.
which whenever that happens, it's always something that's like extremely powerful.
Yeah.
Because people is coming in the room with a lot of knowledge, and a lot of folks
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
think they have that knowledge,
Yeah.
but they lived experience provides that knowledge
Yeah.
Absolutely.
off top.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And one thing that we talked about at the Ministers Fellowship, the IMF, is like making sure that we can have like elders in the room. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
need
Like
that.
making sure we can have elders in the room because a lot of our spaces are younger spaces, like they millennials and younger. So sometimes we're missing elders with that wisdom in the room. Now hold on, before I say that, let me define the difference between an elder and an old
Come on.
head.
Okay.
Okay,
Go for
this
it.
from one of my family members. So shout out to my uncle. He told me one time, he was like, "Do you know the difference between an elder and an old head? A elder tries to light other people's torches. An old head tries to keep theirs lit,
Yeah.
right?
Well.
And so like when you find an elder, realize like they are pouring into you, like they are somebody that is supporting what you got going on. They're not trying to stop you from doing it because they lose their shine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we be needing elders, right, to really come into the space that are willing to be like, you know, I'm willing to work with these young folks. One thing that I think a lot of elders have that we don't is they know like the committee structure. They know how to be in like.
Oh my goodness, they know how to be in organizations.
They know how to
Yes.
be. They know what a
The
chair of a committee,
subcommittee, the
co-chair.
chairperson.
They know that stuff. So it's like, yeah, like come in and use them skills.
No,
we
that's
be needing
real.
them.
That's a good point.
And you know what? When we get a little bit, when we get a few more years in this organization,
Yeah, come on.
I'm gonna start talking about them old heads.
No, for real.
I'm gonna start naming them.
No, have
Well-
to.
In the spirit of Hiram,
No,
we
have
gonna
to.
combat liberalism.
Yeah,
okay,
gotta combat it
'Cause
at every
some of
stage.
you old heads,
Yeah.
been trying to stop this organization
Man, since
And
day one.
Since day one, and you know what? That's okay. That's fine. We still here. You know what I'm saying? We still staying to the mission, staying on task, staying on path. But I think folks need to know you know, especially generations to come that start organizations, you gonna have these obstacles, bro.
No, for
and
real.
unfortunately, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. We
They
know
not-
that.
they not.
But I did not expect for it to show up in the movement space.
That's real.
So when I first got engaged in this, I didn't know that was something that I needed to keep my head on the swivel about. But it is. But that's just human. That's life and humanity.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, I think the like black liberation movement and all of that feels a little mysterious and mystical and like, it's conflicts just like anywhere else. It's people you like, it's people you don't like. It's people that got same ideas, people that got different ideas. It's old heads and it's elders.
Nah, for
Shout
real.
out to the elders.
How
for
have
real.
you been able to, I think, process and hold what maybe felt like, what I'm hearing, it maybe felt like feeling let down
Disappointment.
by some of the older folks not being supportive and not showing up in the way that maybe you would have hoped? How have you
Cleaned
been
it
able
up,
to,
boy.
I'm
Clean that
I'm not
bad-
cleaning
Clorox
anything
wipe
up.
that bad
I'm
boy
asking
right
a
on up.
question, like, how did you
How you process that?
and move through that?
Nah, for real.
If you have, yeah.
So I charge crystals under the supermoon.
Come
Stop
on.
this. You don't.
Snaps. Yeah.
It's a full
He does not do that.
I charge my crystals under the supermoon, and what I
You
do
did?
is I
Where you get your crystals from? Stop this.
I mean, crystal sliders.
Crystals in front of you. Stop this.
No, I don't know. I think the same way I deal with anything in life. Like if it's not serving me, if giving it energy is not serving me, I move away from it. And you know, just processing it with y'all. You know, talking through it, figuring out, okay, this is how I feel about this. And then it's like after you land it, like, oh, this is not worth my time or energy.
Yeah.
And let it go.
That's
Nah, for
real.
real.
That's
Yeah.
real. I was thinking about something like that this morning. I was like, dang, I really feel like I'd be too busy to be petty or hold grudges. Because I'd be like, as soon as I'm like, dang, I got this thought, then I'm like, no, I got to do 5 other things. So I don't even have time to hold space to be like, oh, I'm mad at you and I got to get some get back. It's like, actually, I'm just going to like do the work, try to be successful, try to do the work that honors my people. And, you know, we going to come out on the other side, which I think we have. I'm like, just really being in the work, being transformed, processing our grief through the work, the hurt through the work has been what's been helpful for me. And then also having spaces with y'all to really engage in like, dang, that hurt.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Now we gotta let's move through it.
And something I learned too from music is like, I can spend all the energy in the world trying to get people to like my music that just don't like it.
That's real.
Or I can just double down on the people that actually do.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I like that.
so that's
Yeah,
always
yeah,
the better
yeah.
place to put your
Yeah,
to put
I
your
feel like I
energy.
learned that in a momentum training where it's like, actually, how do we activate the people who are kind of already into it, and then go deeper with the people who are a bit activated.
So you heard it here first on episode 150.
Yeah.
It's
When it
150?
starts with that dun 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 dun
Drop the
dun,
Kendrick beat.
Mike gonna start flaming you old heads. He gonna just start.
I'm gonna fold my arms like that old Dr.
You
Umar
gotta put
video.
the specs on.
You'll never be 6 foot.
Yeah. No context Umar all day.
Look, actually, that's on my timeline too. I forgot about that. But yeah, the org we've been working. I
Yeah,
think we've
for
been
sure.
doing a good
Putting
job.
a lot of work.
Yeah.
Y'all been doing phone banking the last 2 nights. I've been really proud of y'all. Thank y'all for holding that down.
Yeah.
We got the Nashville scene win. Shout out to that.
Yeah.
I think we got the PMA coming up.
Got our young people on fire.
Yeah,
They ready to
yeah.
go.
We've been having our youth training sessions. 40 young people.
It's up.
Y'all, that's a lot.
Come on.
It's up. It's up. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, so here we go. All right, new segment. We're gonna try this out.
Okay.
I'm gonna come up with a better name for it, but it's
Okay.
like on this day in history.
All right,
Oh,
for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, October 18th. Jamel, what you got?
I got a couple different things. So first of all, Chuck Berry was born on October 18th.
Okay.
The founder of rock and roll.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Where he
And
from?
I can't remember. But the reason why the whole reason why I studied Chuck Berry in the first place is not only is he not known as the founder of rock and roll oftentimes, like they don't talk about him.
Yeah.
Right? But also he's the original person that they were saying sold his soul to the devil.
Oh no!
Like
Because
they could
he was
not
so
believe
talented.
he was
Yeah.
so talented
Yeah.
with the guitar that they was like, oh, this person is in the Illuminati. There's
Yeah.
no possible way.
Oh, is that where the Illuminati?
That's where
conversation
that
started?
artist selling their soul to the devil kind of started with Chuck Berry. You know what
So
I'm saying?
he was born in St. Louis.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was born in St. Louis.
Yeah. Also, on this day.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to take mine. Because I don't know what you're finna say.
Oh, okay.
What? Y'all
I'll be
funny.
quiet.
Because I got a crazy one.
Yeah, it's just gonna
Yeah. We're gonna come back to it though.
Because you can't have a historian ask what happened on this day.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
just start
I know
going.
you gonna
with
start
it.
rolling
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
So
yeah, you
just
got it.
just one.
But Chuck Berry, that's my man. You know what I'm saying?
Chuck Berry.
Founder of rock
And that's when he
roll.
was
What's one of
born.
your favorite
That's when he was
songs of
born.
his?
Yeah.
My girl. I'm not finna start talking about what guitar riffs Chuck Berry is known for.
What?
I thought I was.
You want him to sing it? You
No.
want-
Yeah, like she want me to be in here playing air guitar. Like what? Like what you mean?
Dang, man, I thought you had one out the dome. Okay, cool.
Nah, that's why I say like the most interesting. The reason I even ended up at Chuck Berry is not the music. It's the idea that
Oh,
black
got
people
you.
were
Heard.
selling their souls to the devil.
Oh yeah, because they were so, and like white supremacy could not imagine.
Could not
that we'd be
imagine.
that talented.
And,
yeah.
and I think he didn't really know how to read music. I feel like
Oh,
so they
yeah.
like I cannot believe this man is doing this so well. Also, the reason why that was a thing is because at the time when Chuck Berry was at his peak, it was okay for other artists just to steal black folk stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's why Lil Richie on that on some of his songs, that's why he's going so fast.
You can't replicate.
You can't
that.
replicate
Yeah.
it. So they
Yeah.
couldn't replicate what Chuck Berry was doing with the guitar. And so that kind of fueled like, oh, this person must have
fire.
this
Yeah.
supernatural power.
Yeah.
And did some maniacal thing to get that talent.
That's
Yeah.
real. That's real. What's yours?
I want you to go.
Oh, I'm leaning on y'all.
Erica did the wrong
Lean.
date. Erica did the wrong date. But it was my fault. So you got October 17th?
Well, I have.
Clear out. I got you.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Okay, yeah.
October 8th. The year is 1974.
Okay.
Come on.
October 18th. Imagine being an extremely talented singer. Extremely talented singer.
Oh man.
And for some reason,
Uh-huh.
a strange turn of events in your life has led you to have a pot of hot grits thrown on you.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Al
On
Green,
October 18th?
October
No.
18th, 1974. It was the day of the grits incident with Al Green.
Oh, I didn't really know that was real.
Yeah.
And that's in a Medea movie. So that's wild. Okay.
Yeah.
Had no idea.
Well, you know,
Well,
hot grits.
damn. Okay.
How do black women plan to repair that harm?
Wow.
I like that. You know what?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I do think what I continue to offer us
Okay.
is conflict resolution skills, community circles, is restorative practices. It's
I like
a
it.
practice. It's a practice, friends.
Yeah.
And I really like the idea of community circles. My hope is that we can start off with black men and then eventually grow to black women, young people, parents, all that.
Wait,
all
wait,
that.
wait.
Yeah.
Look how it took a turn.
It's slick.
Boy,
It's
I told
slick.
you, boy.
It's the double cross.
I told you, boy. She
The
got it,
double
boy.
cross.
She got it, boy.
I'm saying, I'm leaning into the foundation that we have.
That girl
currently.
like Chris Paul.
Now that Euro step going crazy.
What's your other one, Jamel?
So 1847, right before emancipation, there is one of the first black conventions held in New York, of freemen. And so you can imagine what they're talking about.
What?
They're talking about economics, right? They also having a low-key conversation on how we gonna get the rest of our homies about slavery. So it's like
What
one of
year
the
is this? You said?
1847.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
it's like one of the first black conventions, and we see these conventions happen often,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
AMEs do them, Baptist religions do them,
Yeah, the
but
National
also
Black Convention.
we had
I
a
think,
we had a
yeah.
Black Power
Yeah,
convention
Black
in the
Power
early
Convention.
in the late 60s, but 1847 is like the first time like black folks kind of come together in this convention
Yeah.
way.
Oh,
Yep.
that's so interesting. Who hosted it?
I can't remember, but it's in Troy, New York.
Okay, got you.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So it was in New York,
Actually,
which was
mine-
a free state, I think.
Mine actually was from October 16, 1968, when two of the black Olympians made the Black Power salute. That was mine from 1968.
Well, this would be the
That's fine.
Oh,
That's
not-
fine.
yeah.
Okay, you redeemed yourself.
So on October 18th, there would be like what? That would be the repercussions. Because then they get like some
Yeah,
very
they
bad
got
social
banned.
repercussions.
It was a lot, which was so interesting because that was 1968, and so this was also, you know, when around the time Dr. King died that year, and then I think the Black Power slogan was kind of coined in Mississippi. I feel like was it 1967?
I don't know, but it's
66? It was before that, and so
It's Kwame Ture standing on top of a tractor
yeah,
with some overalls
right.
on.
And they telling him, say it,
Say it. Say it, man. Let them
He
go.
has to say it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was mine. That's mine. Yeah, that was good.
Fine.
Yeah.
All right, y'all wanna?
Ooh.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
conspiracy theories. May not be true.
Okay.
Don't have to prove it.
Okay.
I think Erica should go first on
Why
this.
do y'all want me to go first? I've been thinking about this all week. Okay. I've been
Yeah,
like,
that's why you
what-
should go first.
I'm like, what conspiracies do I think about?
Bring
Because
us
I really
in.
am not like a conspiracy person. I don't sit and be like, this conspiracy. Like, that's not me. But, so I don't really have anything.
You just said you been thinking you just said you been thinking for a week. You literally just said you been thinking for a week, bro. Something came across your mind in that week.
Like the things that come across my mind is like the way that we saw for I think crack be used as a way to really stall out the Black Power movement. And
Did you say crack?
Crack cocaine.
Oh, okay.
Black Power movement. Like, see, we saw that. That was one thought that I had. But then I thought about guns too, and how like we see guns kind of take the place of crack, and that it's so much death and destruction that revolves around guns in our communities now too. And so I'm thinking about, what role does the government have in like making sure or dropping off weapons in our neighborhoods, in our communities?
That's two great ones. What are we
I
talking
don't think
about
that's
here,
a
bro?
conspiracy theory.
Ah, okay. It's a little
Yeah,
too
that's
true.
what I'm saying. I don't think it's a conspiracy.
It's a little too true.
It feels, yeah.
That's just history.
It
How
feels
would you?
accurate.
Oh, wow.
I think correct, yes. But guns, I feel like the way I think about it is like the way the role of the corporate elite and the relationship between government, and that is how we see guns becoming so explosive in our communities, and not just Black communities. It's across it's all communities actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my conspiracy theory. I think.
The guns was one of mine that I was gonna use today too. But I was gonna talk about how I think like the gun lobbyists are using these clips of
Oh, from
LSU
the-
players
yeah.
and that are pretending to gun somebody down.
Yeah.
I think the reason why those are so prevalent online is because the gun lobbyists are like setting the circumstances
Pushing
for
it.
the algorithm to push it up.
I can see that.
Because I'm like, why do I keep seeing football players? And it's a very small number of
And I'm just
celebrations.
like, how is this happening?
Right, but if you
How
see
is
it
this
on,
okay?
but if
Yeah.
you see it online, you would think every time a football player scores a touchdown,
They
that
do
he
some
that
type
he
of
pretending to
thing.
gun something
Yeah.
down.
And they pull their shirts up like they're like showing the
Yeah,
weapon.
like they doing
Yeah.
all of it. So I think like a lot of that is because the gun lobbyists or the big gun groups are like setting some type of algorithm to make sure that we get that. Secondly, and this one's interesting, and I think this is what I've thought for a long time. I think this might not be a conspiracy theory either. I think Big Pharma, I think they suppress cures through patents,
yeah.
which I think is very interesting, right? Like I think a lot of the diseases that we have as people
Are curable.
are actually, and and people have cured them, but the U.S. government has like filed a patent on that cure. Like no, and Big Pharma actually owns that patent, and instead of releasing the cure, they make a drug slightly similar to the cure, but one that's
To
gonna keep you sick.
Yeah, keep you
type
on
of
it.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that goes to mine was we were talking about being 4-dimensional a few days ago, and I
Yeah.
think that we can be 4-dimensional. And I'm like, what is suppressing us from actually being 4-dimensional?
Like a higher state of being is 4 dimensions.
higher
It's the
state of
5G
being.
towers.
Yeah, 5G towers are suppressing it. So I'm like, can we speak to ourselves in the future and in the past? Like, I feel like, what if we really got really situated and enough like relief from distractions and the harm of like white supremacy and capitalism? Could we be more 4-dimensional?
So that actually leads straight into my conspiracy theory. I think Elon Musk is an AI from the future,
Oh, whoa.
and he's being punished. So they sent him to the past.
Okay.
So they sent him to the past.
Yeah.
He's not actually smart. He's actually a failed AI from the future.
Yeah.
So they sent him here to keep him away from slowing down their forward progress, which is why we're seeing him devolve into this. I feel like consistently Elon Musk devolves in front of us. And I also think the robots and the cabs are connected to Skynet from Terminator.
Oh yeah.
It's
can
all
see that.
connected
I can see
because it's from the future. They sent him to the past to slow down human progress
Yeah, I can see
and
that.
to usher in the robotic era.
I can see that.
Okay.
I can see
That's
that.
real.
I can see that. So it's almost like the Terminator.
Yeah.
In the Matrix. The Terminator meets the Matrix. meets Revelations.
Meets
Revelations in the
I
Bible.
just threw it all together.
I Am Legend, yeah.
And I Am Legend.
Meets a spoof comedy.
Meets I, Robot.
It's definitely a spoof.
It's iRobot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's iRobot for
But
sure.
throw in I Am Legend too.
Yeah, throw all that
Throw it
sprinkle
out.
all that
All the Will
dystopian.
Smith movies. What's the other one? What's the-
Pursuit of Happiness?
That's crazy. Not Pursuit of Happiness.
Okay, we
That's the
getting
other
we
one.
getting to the real. We getting
The
to the real.
Empire. Enemy of the State. There it is.
Enemy of the state.
Yeah, when he was running.
Yeah, he was running around with Chuck Taylors on and stuff like that.
Independence Day.
Yeah,
That's
in
it.
the-
That's the one.
that's
yeah.
a good one
When
with
he's
the
fighting
aliens.
aliens.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, that was an interesting conspiracy.
No, for sure.
We'll
Elon
see.
Musk definitely got some shit going on. He is not a.
Look.
He's not a human.
My man is wild.
He's not a human
wild
being.
person, man.
No. Ooh.
And the question in the example of failing up, he fails up all the time.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
fails.
Yeah.
He got like a 30% hit rate.
Look.
He's a feller.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I see one more Cybertruck driving around Nashville, bro.
Man, listen, it's a Cybertruck epidemic out here, boy. They driving fast too. They like hitting the gas. It's a very obnoxious
I
type of
actually
driver.
only see them in East Nashville.
I see
don't
them in North
my
Nashville all the
neighborhood.
I see him in North. I see him all over the place. I seen two Cybertrucks at the same light one time, and I was like, "Is the simulation glitching? Like, it don't feel
yeah.
real. It feels like the internet came to life, and I don't like it."
I want to know what the relationship is between Cybertruck rentals and Airbnbs. Because I think that's why I see them so much in my neighborhood.
Oh, because
there's a lot of
Airbnbs.
Airbnbs.
That's true.
And them fools come in, get the Cybertruck, pull up to the Airbnb, and then get the speeding down.
Right.
Weedless.
Your neighborhood.
Yeah,
Look.
real crack going. I mean, fast. Like, they going fast.
They go fast?
Oh,
Are they,
yes.
They energy. They
Electric,
electric.
bro?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what
They are energy.
They electric.
Where do they charge?
They're also energy. Yeah, they are.
where they charge? 'Cause
I
I
don't
know what
know.
a Tesla
They be charging
charge.
them at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got the little plug, the little converter plug.
Yeah, there's a
Is this the same people who make Tesla?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's a
It's
Tesla
that-
Cybertruck.
It's made by the AIs from the future.
Okay,
Nah, for
yeah.
real.
And they sending them back.
And they sending them back because that's why the Cybertrucks wasn't working at first.
Oh,
'Cause
they-
he's a
they
failed
wasn't
AI.
on this, yeah.
Yeah, he's not. He can't operate
Yeah.
out there.
Nah.
See,
So we have to manifest our frequency to
Mm.
be at the wavelength necessary to
Talk to 'em,
actually
Queen.
build and shape the future we want.
Sound like you
Talk to
charge
him,
your
Queen. There it
crystals
is.
like Mike. Sound like you charging your crystals like Mike.
That's not it.
okay. Well, I don't know where we at on time. This timer cut off. Where we at, Josh?
I thought we couldn't mention time.
Well, you know, it is what it is. We here now. Okay, cool.
Okay. What's your next one? You had another segment, surprise. I really like surprises.
What? No, you don't.
You're not gonna like it.
Do.
You actually
I
hate
do like
You're not gonna like
surprises. I like surprises.
You
All right,
actually
react
hate
to this statement.
Oh, okay.
Oh Lord.
Black movement is corny.
No, I don't think so. I think
Say more.
Black movement is brilliant, beautiful, and we can be relatable.
Can you define it?
You are struggling.
Erica, can you define what black movement is?
Yeah.
Give
I
us a
mean,
working definition that we agree
actually,
on first.
I think that's why I'm like, it's hard to name because I feel like Black movement has had many iterations. If we are root seated in the current iteration of Black
That's what we are.
movement, then I would say the work that folks are doing around racial justice, around Black liberation, around decolonialism. I think that is in some ways Black movement, the work folks are doing around building our cooperatives and maybe even increasing folks' political engagement and capacity to practice democracy. So yeah, I think there are different sets of it. What I would say about our work is our contribution, our work in Black movement is that we are, I think hopefully, my hope is that we are relatable. We create many entry points, that we are fun. I hope that folks experience joy, but also I hope that folks feel like it's in reach that they have a role to play in it. But we got a lot of work to do to maybe not be corny. Because actually, I think
We got a lot of work to do. Hold on, we got a lot of work to do. Not to be corny.
saying corny all the time, and I'd be like, "What do we mean by corny?"
Mike,
And I
can you
have to-
define what corny means, please?
I have my definition that I worked on.
Well, Mike
I
had a
think
Mike. The
being-
one said it,
I
though.
want to hear
If I
Erica's.
can name my definition of corny is to not be genuine, to try to be something that you're actually
Okay,
not.
yes.
I agree.
And so that's why I don't know. I wouldn't say that we are corny.
We.
I think there are corny people in the world, but that's not me.
And they on the cob forever.
Right, that's my definition of corny.
Okay.
What's your definition?
I would agree with that one. That's a good definition of corny. I would say just lacking self-awareness and taste.
That's real. I would
Yeah.
add that. Let me add that to my definition too.
Yeah. And taste is relative. So it's
Yeah.
not like you have to have the same type of like things that you're into. But I mean, like, it's not corny to be into corny stuff. Like so
What's
what
corny
some
stuff?
certain
What?
people would deem as corny stuff, like anime or something.
Yeah.
Like, that's not corny to me.
Yeah.
But I can understand some people would say that's corny. Whatever. But
Is
if that's what you're
y'all don't
into-
like corny?
What? Hold on.
Jordans.
Is Team George corny?
Hold
Hold on. Are Team
Hold on,
George
wait.
corny? Are you? Did you just say that?
Yes.
Can I answer this question?
and we can't call it what they've been calling them lately.
I know that's what I said. It's them Jordans y'all don't like.
Can I
Are they
can I
corny?
answer this? Is
Yeah.
Team Jordan corny?
Yeah.
You ready? Yes.
I'm buying me a pair.
You can hoop in them. You
If
can
you're
hoop
not
in them.
hooping in them,
Okay.
You can hoop in them.
if you're not on the
But to
AU
walk
circuit,
around in, that's kind of crazy.
that's
Dang,
crazy.
give me
Why you walking
why?
Crazy work.
Say more. I don't understand this.
Just wear some Chuck Taylors or something, bro. It's just
What's up?
like, I don't know. Like, why are we doing that?
Cause they look fun to wear.
Team Jordans look fun.
Team Jordans look fun.
Team Jordans look
A
fun.
quote from Erica.
Team Jordans look
Oh,
fun.
they definitely look fun.
Oh yeah, no, they
They
real
look like a
fun.
playhouse for sure.
My girl, that's wild work.
Okay.
I done
yeah.
cut grass in Team Jordans
I'm
before
gonna do more study. Why do you have Team Jordans?
because I played basketball.
Get him, hot seat.
Because I played basketball.
Like 30 years ago?
Listen, I ain't getting up being like, this my homecoming outfit. Let me throw on these Team Jordans. I'm never doing that. When I put on Team Jordans, I tie them up tight. I'm not trying to look cool in them. I'm trying to go do something in these. Like,
I
what
don't
you
know,
mean?
bro. I'm getting both of
I'd
y'all
rather
Team
get
Jordans
some-
for Christmas.
Girl, don't do
You'll
that.
be taking them back. Keep the receipt.
That will be a toy for Cujo. Tell these little shoes up, my nigga. These your shoes. They not
I
mine.
don't agree. I don't agree.
You don't agree with what?
I think Team Jordans look great. I have to
On
look
the
them
courts,
up.
yes. You better not walk into church with no suit on with no Team Jordans.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's no way to uncorny Team Jordans.
No.
I don't think.
No.
Unless you're hooping in them. If you're hooping in them, you get a pass.
How are Team Jordans distasteful
Because why are we doing
and
that?
unself-aware?
How are we doing
Or
that?
not self-aware?
Okay, because they're not retros. One, Jordan never played in them. Two, he never won a championship.
Why
in
did he
them.
release
Three,
them then?
Because
You seen what
people
his
like
eyes
you
been
buy 'em.
doing? He ain't really all the way
Hold on.
there.
When were Team Jordans released?
They've always been released, my girl. What are you talking
But
about?
what year did they come out?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Bro, we don't know,
That's
bro.
what
We
I'm
don't-
saying.
These are the questions we have.
They disappeared.
I can tell you when
Disappeared.
You
the
can't
retro,
trace 'em.
the retro one came out in 1986. I can tell you that.
Okay, so that's okay.
Yeah,
And then Team Jordan's probably 2005.
probably.
Okay.
Bro, y'all remember the Fusions? The Jordan Fusion
the
packs?
Jordan Forces.
Bro, the
Nah,
Jordan
bro.
Forces? The
That was
Jorces?
going, that was going crazy.
I remember that.
Erica would love those though. Bring them back for Erica. Send all
Hey,
your Jordans
I ain't gonna lie.
Forces to Erica.
Forces had the hood. The Fusions had the hood going crazy.
No, the Fusion 5s are really had
Fusion
them.
5s had
Oh
them going
my God.
crazy. The playoff Fusion 12s.
Let me see these.
The great Fusion
The
5.
Great Fusion 5s was going crazy.
I might still wear them though. I ain't gonna lie. The Great Fusion 5. The Great Fusion. Nah, had the strap across the top.
Yeah, these are
A strap
fire.
on a Great 5 is crazy.
Are these this one I'm looking at?
Look how she
my
looking at it.
Why do you look like
Yeah, I
this?
like them. Them look like they could be
Yeah,
Team Jordan.
Them the ones I'm talking
Them
about.
could be Team Jordan, y'all.
Yes, they're definitely not retros.
They definitely could be.
They definitely
But no,
probably
that's
are.
It's crazy, the Fusions. The Fusions was like Sprite Remix.
Oh, I see why
I
y'all
think,
like
you know
Team
what?
Jordan.
New conspiracy. They put Fusions in the hood. They put Jordan Fusions in the hood to stop the progress of black people.
Nah, for real.
How did they stop the progress of black people?
So if you combine two things that are not necessarily productive to black folks at the same time, like when people is doing Hennessy infused
Distraction.
fried chicken,
Oh yeah, we
CIA.
doing too much. That's
CIA activity. It's the CIA. It's the CIA. Okay?
Yeah.
When you start doing stuff like Kool-Aid colored Kool-Aid colored wings. Like they doing all kind
Kool-Aid
of
color what?
they doing crazy stuff on the internet.
Or when you wrap the old school in Frosted Flakes colors and put the Frosted Flakes on the side.
That might be the CIA.
Yeah.
That might be the CIA. Because them used to be hard, too. They got me with that. M&M's wrap box Chevy.
Yeah.
Look.
Cheerio wrap
Come on.
Suburban. Nah,
You know what? I'm not giving the CIA that one. We keep it.
That's our genius.
We did it. We did that one. We did that one.
Yeah,
Skittles.
doing all that, bro.
Riding around on 30s.
On them 30s.
Yeah. That might have been the CIA, though.
I don't think so. Because that really built family, community, maybe.
It might have destroyed a few.
I don't know. We saw them during homecoming. I didn't see them during homecoming this year.
Nah,
They don't bring them out no
No.
more. We got to bring that back.
We got to bring back fish and spaghetti.
Come on.
Them cars y'all talking about. Maybe 2 pair of Team Jordans just to add
No.
No.
No, that's where we stop. This is the Fish and Spaghetti Podcast. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We cannot continue this misinformation. We are so grateful for y'all to listen. If y'all stayed through the whole time, we really appreciate it. Let's see, we got the town hall coming up November 16th.
Yeah, come through.
OurSMC, oursmc.org/town hall. We gonna keep doing what we've been doing. We're gonna keep organizing these families.
Yes,
We're
sir.
gonna keep uplifting these young folks.
Yes,
and we're
sir.
gonna keep building community with our people. That's how we rock it.
Yes, love your people, love yourself. Peace, y'all.
What's the do the quote?
Oh,
bro.
yeah, do it. When we work together,
Come on.
we win together.
Uh-huh.
When we win together, we change the world.
There it
when
is.
we work together,
We win
We win together.
when we win together,
We change the world.
Come on,
Let's
peace,
go.
y'all.
Yes, sir.